Well, it's Halloween card making time again, and I've about cut it too close as usual. We have 4 grandchildren, and I'd like to see them get their cards in time for Halloween. So let's get cracking. I'm going to be using the Happy Hauntings cartridge on my Cricut, and I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, here's my Cricut, and I'm going to turn it on. And put my fingerboard on the keyboard there, and we're going to make the witch's hat. This is going to be for our granddaughter, and it's number 37 on the keyboard, and the way I count them is I count the rows 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's right there, 37. And I'm going to use green cardstock as my base, and it's cut at 10 inches by 5 inches and then folded in half, so it's going to be a 5-inch square. It's going to open sideways. And then I've cut a 4.5 by 4.5 orange square to go on the top, and a purple strip 2.5 inches high and 4.5 inches wide. So those are the layers I'm going to use. And let me load my mat here. I've got my Cricut mat all loaded. Whoops, let's load it correctly. With the papers I'm going to use. Black for the hat. This is going to be the hat band, a light lavender. This will be the buckle, the yellow. A green is going to be for a spider. And hopefully this will be for Boo. I'm not sure it's long enough. But let's load it up. And the first thing I'm going to cut is, see, I've checked. I'm going to have my needle at 6, my speed is at 4, and my pressure is at 4, and I'm going to cut this hat at 3.5 inches, so I do have to adjust that. Okay, and that's just the standard hat. I've got my paper saver pushed, so I'm just going to push that, and it says witch's hat, so I'm going to cut that. I don't know what we did without our Cricuts in the days gone by. Things are not working. 3.5 was way too big and it didn't fit on the card, so I'm hoping that a 3 will, and I think it will. So I've reloaded my paper, so let's try again. Woo, barely, but it does fit. Oh, barely. Let's see if I can salvage that. Stupid yes. Okay, I'm just going to take that off. These mats are getting unsticky on me. Okay, now we're going to cut the little Spidey. Right. Believe it or not, we did finally persevere after going through 2 cutting mats and a new needle. So, I'm going to get my orange and purple there, and with my trusty ATG, give it a swipe. and put it right across there. I'm going to turn this Cricut off. Phew. This was not a pleasant experience. Okay, and then we have to put my little pieces together on my witch's hat, and as you can see, the 3-inch size was a perfect size for the little hat, and it's really a cute hat. Now the first thing I want to put on is the little hat band, and I'm going to put a little, do it with glue, my trusty dusty glue, because it slides around a little bit. If you mess it up, but you can move it. Okay, and it'll go right there. And then we've got, I hope you can see this, right there, the belt buckle, which we'll put right here in the center. And I'm just going to put like 4 little dots there. I love this glue, Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive. I use it for everything. Okay. Right here in the center. There. And the last thing is the Spidey. And I think I'll just put the little dot right here, here, and here, and maybe a little up here. And he shall hang down like that from the hat. And let's see, I suppose I should pop him up a little bit, my little hat. But before I do that, I gotta put the ribbon here. I put the ribbon towards the top, and it's just a little long. Put a little dot or 2 of glue right there so it stays in place. Yep, there you go. Here it is. Turn him over, and I would either Scotch tape it or glue it. In this case, I shall glue. Hope you can see. And another little dot or 2. Of course, on the back side, you're not going to see it anyway. Okay, oops. There we go. And where's my card? Here it is. Goes right here. Where's my ATG? I'm going to eyeball it pretty much. And then where do I want my little witchy hat? Put one here. tidy. There. One in the center and one on each end. Okay. If I had fingernails, this would be so much easier. Well, let's go like that. I think on the inside I'm going to put Eek or Boo, I haven't decided which, in black. It doesn't really matter. Probably Boo. I just haven't found the font I like yet. Okay. Okay, almost finished. We got this much. And then I got to do my little cheater bow, which is nothing but a knot. This ribbon is not wanting to bend. I must be going against the bend of the ribbon here. Okay. And I'll just cut it off straight. Okay. So, there we go with much struggling. There's my little witchy hat, and on the inside I'm going to put Boo. Thanks for your patience. It was quite an ordeal, but I just need some new Cricut mats. Thank you very much.